You hear about the wedding? Magnifica Falora, the one with the missing dowry? Kosh found it, returned it, and now she's agreed to marry him for the future of Tanith or some drivel. Zira thinks our old guildmaster is behind this. Last I saw Zira, she was pacing about in the den, going to put a furrow in the floor if she isn't careful. You sound like Thrag, going on about the whims of nobles. Go ahead, ask him and feel your head start to spin.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out. Nicholas must have planned all this, stealing the dowry, using it as leverage on Falora. Now she's bound to marry Kosh, his puppet. If Magnifica Falora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the iron wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle. Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor. I haven't decided. But whatever happens...
For Thieves Guild, there isn't much of a treasure trove. Maybe you could steal something to gussy it up.
Oh, hello. Zira sent word I should expect you. Every important merchant in Abba's landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. Lord Wallavier, for one! That paranoid cheat lounges about the market as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Balina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Locke. She's sweet on him, you know. I dislike them equally. Lord Wallavier would keep it in his pocket. Were you subtle enough, you could take it from him. Lady Balina would certainly leave it upon her bedroom. Good, good! When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in...
How can we expect a decent forgery? I can barely read your writing.
That is intentional. I write defensively. It keeps prying eyes from deciphering my ledger.
care to join me?
I see what you're doing over there.
Rather busy right now. You wouldn't leave, so I called the guard.
No questions. This one. Velsa, for the third time, I hear your...
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes. Let me see here. And guest! Oh, this is good! The invitation allows for a single companion! Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed, you don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But the invitation will be ready in no time at all.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Ubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
So, who are you going to bring with you to the palace? I hope you say Velsa. I'd love to... You what? Thank you for not making this strange. What do you want?
Stop! The law demands you thank the divines. You paid.
All right, so how much trouble are you in?
A pleasure, lady. Ah, my unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of yours. Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its... Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one. Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't... Yes, it had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb. It's strange. Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abba's Landing. Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that. My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace... Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silver.
What is it?
What is it?
You look amazing. I haven't dressed up like this since my academy. I know, it's terrible. Nothing like I used to wear at home. It's nice of you to say so, but we both know this suits me as well as a ticket for a month-long sea.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Yes, everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in.
It's a bit much in here. Whoever built this palace was trying too hard. Do you think the doorman could be convinced? If not, a distract...
Are you lost? Wedding's in the other direction. What do you mean? You were the last through the gate? As long as I'm standing here, no one else is getting in. I'll need an explanation. And if I'm not satisfied, you can join Magnifica Falor on the other side of the gate. Huh. I heard rumors about Tanith intrigue, but having to do that on her own wedding day, make it quick.
Good work. Come, we should speak somewhere private. Perfect timing. I can't exactly climb the palace walls in this outfit. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests, an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. Everyone seems to be gathering close. This is a nice change of scenery from the den.
I need another
That's
drink
something
like
Thieso
you
would
need
say.
a head in the hole.
Everyone! I require your attention!
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Falora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
So that's Nicholas? His voice is oilier than his hair.
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could. We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her.
I wish I could pull that off. Too many... A lot of servers coming from the palace kitchens. Maybe they have a key.
Not again. I can't believe it.
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk is from Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up. She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care to know about Magnifica Flora. Wonderful. Magnifica Flora's handmaid shall soon... Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't...
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
The guard will be here any second. Last chance. No more warnings. Get out! The guard will be here any second.
Who are you? How did you get in here? Magnifica Falora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abba's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
If you can barely stand him, then what does it hurt to hear us out? Go on, partner. Tell her.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell? The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Teneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jewel, the merchant lords of Abba's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Teneth waters and bandits who raid Teneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far. Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Teneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sore. With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel. I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Falora, are you almost ready? The guests are assembling within the palace. Magnifica Falora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
From what I've heard of Nicholas, he'd never let himself be cornered. We should look for hidden passages.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination. There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
Did that cabinet just click?
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not... And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas, you've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. I'll show Falora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. Magnifica Flora, there's something you need to see.
There's Nicholas, but I don't see Zira.
Today, Lord Karsh of Abba's Landing joins with Magnifica Flora, the Jewel of Tanith. It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor in this
What is
union.
Guards!
Zira? You're alive? That is... What is the meaning of this?
More importantly, why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is approaching. We have to leave now.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take everyone into custody. I want this mess sorted.
No! It's too late for Zira. We need to go now.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
Flora, my darling, I've been framed. I implore you to
Give it a
reconsider.
rest, Nicholas. Whining doesn't suit you.
Quiet, Steve! You'll have enough time to think inside your cell. Take them away!
You owe a bounty, scum. Next time, I shall require blood as well as gold. I'm so hungry. That could have gone better.
The Iron Wheel has Zira. Aren't we going to do something?
Your date made it back before you. Informed us of what happened at the wedding. Don't blame yourself. Yes, Zira's capture was an unfortunate turn of events. But Magnifica Falora has her dowry, and Nicholas is behind bars. The Iron Wheel won't be here much longer. We'll have a chance at freeing. Zira said you were in charge until she returned to the den. That makes you the acting guildmaster. Boss. Just so we're clear, an acting guildmaster has no real power. But it makes you sound important, so we may as well call you that. Also, you get the blame.